Hey friends, okay, so my day has been really good. Yesterday was a really good day too. I'm so excited, and I do believe it's because I'm really creating an intention around how I'm showing up every single day. Yesterday I took some time to map out my schedule now that my kids are back in school, and all of us are living different lives. But those of you who are working this coaching business, figure out how you want to show up. Those of you who aren't working this as a business, who are just here for a fitness transformation, plan where your workouts are going to go. Don't just wait to have enough energy. Don't just wait to show up. You have to make your time work for you. When Carolyn and I went to see Brendon Burchard, he was talking about how you have to assign a purpose to all your time. And I was like, whoa. I'm not going to come up with every single minute is accounted for, but you know what? We all have the same amount of hours in our day, and some of us are much busier than others. I know a couple of you work crazy amounts of hours, not trying to make you feel bad, but I'm just saying where there's a will, 98% of the time there is a way. And so often we're procrastinating, or we're on social media, killing time, whatever. So anyway, Brendon Burchard said that. He's you have to assign a purpose. Use the time you've been given wisely. And so yesterday I sat down and I mapped out what I want to do. And I know it's going to change. I know that I'm going to have to shift things around, but I set a ton of alarms on my phone. And so literally, it's time to work out. It's time for unicorn juice. It's time to get your invitations out. It's time to follow up with Fit Club. All those little alarms have gone off on my phone. And I woke up today so excited because instead of me being oh my gosh, how am I going to get everything done? I scheduled end time, and I scheduled fun, and I scheduled in this personal development that I'm about to talk to you about right now. I gave it all a time, and I know life will happen, and some days I'll get off track, but that's okay. Hey Angie, that's totally okay. So anyways, I am doing this Appreciation Academy with Brad Bizjack. So awesome. So freaking awesome. I can't say enough good things about it. In today's lesson, I just started module 2, and it's all about energy. Energy and enthusiasm, I think. So today's lesson was the This Is Shitty Club. And so I'm going to ask you to listen, and then I'm going to ask you inside, you don't have to raise your hand or drop a comment or emoji. Are you in the This Is Shitty Club? Okay. So there's people who are in the This Is Shitty Club, and there's people in the This Is Awesome Club. And I think we all know people in both. So maybe this will be a gut check for you. And maybe this will just be a reminder that you need to get your attitude back on track, because your attitude is no one else's responsibility other than yours. Your attitude is your responsibility, and things will happen to us, but that doesn't mean that you're a victim, okay? It's all about how you choose to react. So this is Shitty Club, and self-honesty, taking personal responsibility, is so freaking freeing, you guys. It's so freaking freeing. And we all have those moments, those ahas, where crap, I'm totally hanging out in this is Shitty Club. But the cool news is you can change clubs. So the This Is Shitty Club, you are not helping anyone if you're being miserable. So if you're posting on social media about how pissed off you are, about how shitty your job is, or how many hours you freaking work, you are a card-holding member of the This Is Shitty Club. And it's shitty, and nobody likes to hear about it. And it affects all the energy around you. So you think about yourself. I don't know when my internet sucks, sorry. You think about yourself, and you're putting out ripples. Your energy sends out ripples. So you can either send out good energy ripples, or you can send out good energy and then you're moody, and the next day it's a crappy day, and so you post about it on social media, and you're so mad, and people are stupid, and it sucks all those ripples back in. And so basically you're not going to get any traction in your life. You're going to be one of those people who people don't want to hang out with because your energy freaking blows. And we're all those people at some point in our lives. So I'm not trying to make anyone feel bad. I just want you to take a few moments of self-introspection and be is that even a word? I don't know. I just made shit up. And ask yourself, honestly, are you sending out positive ripples, or are you allowing life to rain on your parade, and they're going to talk about it? So he gave this really simple analogy about the bricklayer. I've never heard this before, but Brad, and he came up with one, and whatever. So he's talking about how there's a man, and he goes up to this dude, and he's laying bricks. And so this man says to him, how's it going? What are you doing? He's like, oh, I've got this shitty brick, and I'm putting some shitty cement on it to build this shitty wall so I can go home to my shitty life and just do this shitty thing over and over and over. And he's like, okay. So he walks over to the next bricklayer, and that bricklayer, he's like, hey, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm putting together this shitty wall so I can go home And, so I can make $9, $9 an hour, and then I can go home to my shitty life and pay my shitty bills. He's like, oh, okay. So then he goes down to the third bricklayer and he asks that bricklayer, hey, what are you doing? And he's like, I am building the super amazing cathedral. My wall is going to contribute to this cathedral, and it's going to be amazing. And then I get to go home to my awesome family and live an awesome life, and I get to wake up tomorrow and do it all over again. And the moral of the story is that all of us get to choose our attitudes. And so sometimes things aren't great. Sometimes we don't really want to do them, but you have to find the joy in the journey. It's up to you to find how you're contributing. What do you say? Connect to the bigger purpose of the value you are adding in your life. And so some of you, I know some of you are like that. I can't do that. I have responsibilities. You do. But let's focus on the fact that you have an amazing job, that you have great insurance, that you have a family to come home to, or whatever else you want to fill in the blank. Some of you are at a crossroads with your career and you're not making ends meet and you feel really bad about yourself, and you're dropping those messages in my inbox about how shitty you feel and that you're exhausted and something has to change. Well, here's the deal. If you're not willing to actually change nothing will ever change. You are just hanging out in the This Is Shitty Club, and it takes a lot of discomfort to get out of that, but it's so worth it. And so I'm asking all of you to take some time today and figure out how you can either find the joy in it, how you can either find the purpose, how you're adding value to whatever it is you're doing, or how can you change things? How can you completely do a 180 and be like, if I continue with this lifestyle, this job, this career, this path, this relationship, if it's never going to get better, I need to take personal responsibility because I'm here in it. And sometimes it's going to take time to get out of it, but that's up to you. That's your responsibility. If you're going to keep hanging out in the This Is Shitty Club and telling everyone about how crappy your life is and how hard everything is, that's on you. That's a decision you're making. I am just blown away at this whole course because it's so simple, but it's all about taking personal responsibility. We all have to take personal responsibility for everything that's happening in our lives. Our attitudes, that's your responsibility, is your attitude. And if you're unhappy and you feel stuck and you feel unappreciated, then you need to change. I have someone that I've been inviting to this group for freaking 4 years, and it's just always the saddest violin, and people are breaking up with her, and it's always an attack. And I don't know how to be it's not them. If you go out into life and you encounter asshole after asshole, do you know what? It's not all them, it's you. So I was I don't want to be a member of the This Is Shitty Club. And I don't want you to be a member of the This Is Shitty Club. And everyone in this group has different lifestyles. We all have some of you are single moms. Some of you have different responsibilities. But I think it's really important to put your blinders on and to focus on your own journey, to focus on you. Don't worry about how other people are judging you. Don't worry about their opinions, because their opinions don't freaking matter. What matters is your opinion. And if you're unhappy in your life, then you need to do something to change it. Are you a member of the This Is Shitty Club? Are you? So that's what I have to say about that. I just thought it was super awesome. Always share the blessing and never talk in negatives. Never talk in negatives. Seriously, I was like, oh, that's true. We all go through life and we say certain things this is negative. Melissa's blowing up my inbox. So anyways, are you a member of the This Is Shitty Club? Are you a member of the This Is Awesome Club? I haven't watched the video on the This Is Awesome Club, so everything I learned from there, tomorrow I will come back and share in here. This is not directed at any of you. It's a compilation of a lot of you. And I love all of you, which is why I share this stuff, because I want you to feel good. I want you to feel happy. I want you to find the joy. And I know it's not always sunshine and lollipops, but you're also not the only person going through a hard time in life. And so you can either choose to focus on the hard, or you can start to find all the good that's going to come out of it, that is coming out of it. True story, my friends. Anyways, that's all I have for you today. But I just thought This Is Shitty Club. I'm oh my God, I got family. I have family in the This Is Shitty Club. I don't want to belong. Thank you.